Hello there. It's Friday. You know what that means. Welcome on in. My name's Kira Kennedy, and I actually remembered the day of the week on the first fucking try. Jesus Christ. We're live with Pokemon Legends ZA. How are y'all doing? Oh boy, it has been a fucking day for me. It's been a fucking week for me. I'm practicing with the Kerry Dortania team that won Toronto Regionals. I'm actually liking it so far. There are some other teams I'm interested in checking out, particularly third place, because his tweet might be on Twitter. His team might be on Twitter somewhere. I just want to find the EVs for it. That's definitely something I want to try out, because I've been wanting to try a team with Entei, and Ogie Dogie especially. That's something I really want to try out. But anyways, we got some side quests to get doodly dunnily did, because I finally got my million Poke Dollars. Let's go fucking pay for that $10,000 cup of coffee. That's the conversion rate, just to clarify. So the conversion rate. Alright, so it's zone Cafe Bataille? I can't remember where it is. No, it's Cafe Ultimo. That's where we gotta go. The ultimate beans of supreme ultimacy. This kind of chance only comes around once in a lifetime. Have you come to partake in my ultimate special? Yes. You absolutely sure? You really believe you're worthy of a cup of a $1 million brew? My god, like, for $1 million, this shit better fucking... Think it's a good use of your savings? Ugh. If I didn't need this last fucking side quest. Yo, appreciating such a rip. Shut the fuck up and give me the fucking shitty-ass coffee. Just give me the fucking coffee. I don't care. Just give me the goddamn coffee. Blah, 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 blah. Just give me the fucking shitty-ass coffee that we know is just gonna taste like a cat shitted out. Allow me to confirm just one last time. Yeah, just give me the fucking coffee. Jesus Christ. Less determination, that's what it was. Fucking hell. I guarantee you, this coffee is going to be mid at best. It's even like worse than Starbucks coffee. Or Tim Hortons coffee. And I'm talking like Tim Hortons after Burger King's owners took over. Right, dear the customer, try my ultimate special, ultimate coffee, supreme ultimacy. Alright, bottoms up. Salute. That to your customer, a cup brewed from the ultimate beans, ultimate supremacy. My ultimate special, once in a lifetime. How would you describe the flavor? Pretty normal, I guess. Yes, discovering that for yourself. Surely. No! No, it's not! If anything, you should be paying me $1 million Poke Dollars, because I had to go in the middle of fucking Hell Zone to get it. Jesus Christ. I hate this mission. I get $1, 3 cookies, and 3 bottles of milk. What a fucking ripoff. Uh-oh. And now I'm getting chased by a fucking... Wait, what? Oh, yeah, right. Alright, now, let's unlock that final... side quest. Oh, wait. Hang on. Okay, there must have been a, Oh, right. I gotta go to the sewers. There's one more side quest I forgot about. There's a distortion side quest at the other end of the sewers. Okay, so I gotta turn here. Yay. Wait, hang on, this way. Alright, and then this way. Hello, Scraggy. This way. Hello, other Scraggy. This way? Yep. No, that won't bother me. Totally will. This way? Yeah. Alright, end of the hall. What is... Oh. Alright. Last fucking side mission. I'm assuming this is a battle, so I am going to use... I'm gonna use this one, the attack power donut. Because all of these side missions, post DLC have been like... Yep, Laban and, Ivor. Hey, thank you for the like, Levi. I appreciate it. Tell me, what do you seek strength for? For me. Only me. I pursue strength in order to protect Gwyn and others I hold dear. A fine reason, no? It's true that I still haven't beaten Jacinth, so my way might not be paying off yet. But all this stuff I'm going through now is gonna make me stronger in the end. I know it. Once I defeat Jacinth, I'm pretty sure I'll never lose to anyone else ever again, so I'll keep on fighting until that happens. So you indeed fight only for your own sake. For Christ's sake. Does the attitude truly befit a Pokemon trainer? Yeah, come here. Alright. What's the crazy dragon lady want? I'm going to use you to settle their squabble. Hyperface Slugfest versus a Fist of Justice. Wait, I got a team with... Oh, I got a team. Hey, Kid is here. And we can all battle and settle who's right already. I'm ready for battle. I forgot I had this one left. Help me prove my way is right, Kira. Let's beat the Fist of Justice. Strength is power. Strength is justice. Heracross and Bayonet. Alright, that's not exactly a great start for Num Nums, but I can work with this. Earthquake. There you go. Ah, damn it, Cthulhu. I need to heal up. Uh-oh, Chandelure's coming in. Chandelure, negative. Finish them. Alright, we're taking out Gwyn first, I guess. In hindsight, maybe I shouldn't have brought Excadrill for this one, but it's fine. Probably. Alright, I'm gonna turn this down a bit. I might be fighting with the audio. Shit! Well, that ain't good. At least we got rid of her Chandelure. And I have my Psychic type out, so I'm ready to handle the rest of Ivor's team. Alright, Megazord. And there's his Phalanx. Jai Shujin! Time to Mega Evolve Phalanx. Justice will win the day. And all I have to do is Psychic Fangs. Now, it's hard to retreat when you're knocked out. Defeat. How incredibly unjust. Teaming up with Ivor makes battles twice. No, thrice as tiring. Perhaps there is nothing nobler or better about fighting for others versus fighting for yourself. I shouldn't have made it a matter of morals. Yeah, maybe, but protecting others is a noble cause. And I can tell it brings you peace of mind. Your words in our battle have moved me. Hey, Ryan, how you doing? Welcome on in. Please let me offer you the uniform of a dojo. Sorry, I'm sworn to keep this uniform on until I win my way free of Jacinth. Justin, sorry. Understood. And once again, I shall donate the outfit to you, Kira. Hey! I hear the true oddballs out there will even copy Ivor's hairstyle to go with the gi set. Who, Laban? Cause Gwyn, I'm assuming, is a child? Kinda seems like... So I'm assuming you mean Laban. No. Okay. Alright. Wait, why are you still... Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, okay, maybe we need to... Alright. Let's get out of the sewers. Let's do that last... Oh. Oh! Right, okay. Yeah, that's the, that's over the fountain. Alright, let's go. Let's go fight Tawny now. Alright, so we gotta go to Hotel Z now that we've finished all our side quests. Yeah, so we've done 202 side quests. Done all our hyperspace quests, all our main quests. So that should be it. And that should mean we should unlock the final... Oh, I almost forgot something. Hey, are you at Hotel Z? No. Yes. What's up? Well, I'm at Quasartico HQ. I just realized I left something important there. Could I ask you to go to my room and find a piece of paper with a password on it and read it to me? It's room 201. The door should be unlocked. Did you not get security training? I know. Just do this for me, okay? I really need your help. This is why you owed money to the mob, Tawny. Jesus Christ. Alright, let's go. Nope, that's 202. That's my room. That's Naveen's room. No, that's Lita's room. So yeah, that is Naveen's room. Which means this is Tawny's room. Got some corporate pamphlets about Quasartico Inc. There's Tawny's bag. It's map of Lumio City. Looks like Tawny been jotting down notes on it about rope evolution instance. The scrap paper stuck between the pages of one of these magazines. GP58 Jet W. Nice, let me type that in. Here goes. Capital G, lowercase p, 5A, capital J, lowercase a, lowercase t. Maybe you shouldn't be saying your password over the phone where people can hear you. So I gotta run the meeting to make sure. Make a real special curry. That's it? I was expecting a trainer battle or something. Every other member of Team MZ got a rematch. I'm back! Hello there, forgive me for dropping in unannounced. Jet, ma'am? I've been curious to see how you all get along living here at AZ's old hotel. I suppose we get on in normal fashion? We each go about our own business. We only have to receive guests every once in a long while. I mean, Tawny seems busy lately, but I guess you'd know more about that than we do, ma'am. Dear Tawny's a very hard worker, isn't she? Luckily for all of us. Yeah, when she's not owing money to the mob, I know I'm never gonna let that go. She's not just a hero to Lumio, she's also been a great help to her colleagues at Quizartico. That's not true, I'm still flailing around in there. I have no idea how to function in a company. I like being able to help out at Quizartico, though. It's nice doing work for the good of the people in Pokemon around here. It's neat to see you working hard like a real grown-up, but how's your Pokemon training? Having a 9 to 5 hasn't dulled your skills, has it? Come on, have a little more faith in me. I know Kyo is the strongest Mega Evolution user, but I can still hold my own. Why don't you prove it in a Pokemon battle, then? There it is. I'll meet you outside, Kira. Don't pull any punches. Alright, let's do this. Let's do this. I need to find a better, fixed Pokemon instead of Num-Nums. I've got all my best Pokemon with me. Get ready to lose. Tanya Team MZ. Meowstick. Okay. I guess that's her new one. That's her, Watch me win! Are you Mega Evolving? No, you're Mega Evolving already? Alright, fine. 2 can play that game. Cthulhu-Boo-Boo. Excuse you. Ugh. Damn, this thing's high special defense. Alright, Bullet Punch should do the trick. Oh, fuck! Her team's level 100. I just noticed that. Alright, who's next? Meowstick again. Excuse you? Okay, so that's a real fucking tank. Alright, Satchel. Full restore. So this is like an absolute fucking unit. And it doesn't help that it's really, like, heavy, so Heavy Slam doesn't do much. Having a fire type would have actually been helpful here. Bullet punch. Alright, meow stick. Don't swap now. No. If the first message you post in my chat is "give me shiny, please," you're getting blocked, okay? I'm sorry, but no. Like, a hello would be nice, but don't make the first post in my chat "give me shiny, please." Alright, let's quickly revive Gardevoir. And I'm gonna swap in Num Nums. Alright, man. Oh, actually. Dragon. Alright, who's left? I haven't even had to use Venusaur yet. I'm gonna have to use Venusaur now. I use power of our bond with everyone. Wait, she's Mega Evolved like 4 Pokemon. I'm really glad we met, you know? I mean it. Do I have Sludge Bomb on my Venusaur? I don't think I do. That might not be a good thing. Oh. Prendi Presto! I don't have... Okay, well... I'm gonna have to Iron Head. Tula Boo Boo. Shadow Sneak, got it. Realize Strong's and the greatest trainer around, Kira. Holy shit. I thought... someone the other day was saying, like, Tawny had a level 100 Pokemon. I thought they were fucking with me. I don't think I'd ever have gotten this strong if not for you, Kira. But watch yourself, because I'll beat you next time. You're not the leader. Stop calling yourself the leader. You two and your Pokemon look so immersed in your match. I'm so happy to be that way. What a marvelous battle. Simply wonderful. How remarkable to battle without holding back an ounce. It must come from fully trusting your Pokemon and knowing each other's strength. I think it's also thanks to my mom. She always believed in me. It does my heart a great good to know that about her. Thank you for telling me. Aw, you don't need to thank me. You have much to offer Lumiose, Tawny. I think you'll be able to do a great deal for the city working at Quixotico. I look forward to seeing what you will accomplish. But I should be going, not to bother you young people too long. Be well, Team MZ. Alright! You can tell she cares for Tawny. I'm feeling kinda inspired now. I gotta keep working on my dancing. I know what you mean. I got plenty of work to do before I can become a full-fledged designer. Everyone on our team is so... free. Hey, would you mind if we hung out and talked a little longer? Maybe up on the roof? I'll be up there. Alright, I'm assuming we'll probably get another, like, credits thing. I'm also gonna swap out someone. I'm gonna swap out Num Nums. Oh yeah, I finally caught a Cleavor. question is, who do we put on the team? We could go overrated. We don't need another fighting type, so maybe not Embor. We don't need another dark type, so maybe not Mrs. O'Leary. Odd one's another ground type we don't need. Okay. Let's look at our Mega... Delphox won't work either. Let's look at our Mega Stone, see what we have for fire types. Pyroar, no. Don't want the Charizardite, to be perfectly honest. Chandelurite. We already got a ghost type, though, so... Heatranite? We already got steel type. Staraptite, Megearnite, Glamoranite, Tatsugirinite. Alright, fuck it, we'll go with the Pyrorite. Just gotta find my Pyroar. There she is. Just need to get the Pyrorite from... Oh, Nala. There we go. I forgot I'd caught a second, Pyroar. Alright, we'll put you here for now, so we can swap you with Num Nums. And Nala, you need a little bit more experience. There! Now we're good. Root. There you are. Thanks for humoring me. Our battle earlier got me reminiscing, like when you first rolled into Lumios. Isn't it wild how fast it all kicked off from there? The bag gets stolen right from under your nose while we're filming a video, and there you are, without even a Pokemon to help you. I'm thinking, wow, this tourist is not ready for life in Lumios. Excuse me, what? Yeah, I learned pretty quick that I misjudged you. Especially after you and Totodile. And Totodile you just met wiped the floor with poor Andy. Your sheer talent as a trainer is something else, you know that? I appreciate that. It's true, look how you shot up the ranks of the ZA Royale. Okay, I can do without the recap. It was... It's all that it's great having you. I started a little like this. You're not the leader. You're not the... I'll tell you this, because of you were around, I started seriously striving to become the strongest Mega Evolution user. Think of how many rogue Pokemon we managed to save after that. I know you took point on that, which of us on the team was the best sidekick, though. I think, leader, probably. Seriously? Not me? No! You got us in debt with the fucking mob! Dude, the leader's really good. The panic levels definitely drop when she's at your side. Of course, you were on your own when it came to promotion matches. Hardest time in the ZA Royale. Ooh. Probably Team Flare Nouveau. I feel like I learned something from Team Flare Nouveau. Looking at them, I saw how people can hold some real darkness inside and still go on. And we even worked together in the end. Nice to meet so many people show us Pokemon battles learn so much about each other. That's what made it so we could band together, protect Lumios when we needed to. Steel Menage for the went rogue. It was pretty... I know it's up there in the tower. But you held things together okay. And of course I did. I knew you all had my back. When everyone fought their way through the city to reach Zygarde. That was incredible. You managed to Mega Evolve Zygarde. Nobody else could have pulled that off. Maybe. Trust me, Kira, you're amazing. I'm so glad we're a part of this team together. I'm proud of us all. Losing AZ was hard. We carried on, teamed up with Karina and Ancha, managed to save the city again. We took care of Hyperspace Lumios and set things right. Yeah, we sure did. I'm not giving Tawny credit for shit. It's possible, maybe all possible teams being full of the most incredible people I know. I'll always be grateful to Lumios. It's where I met AZ. It's where I met all our friends. And it's where I met you. That's the best part. Here's the future. Friends forever, Kira. We're not friends. You're not the leader. You indebted us to the fucking mob. Alright. Let's go get ourselves a Jet Dragon. Alright. I'm actually wondering if I should give false swipe to Cthulhu Boo Boot. Cthulhu Boo Boo. Not Cthulhu Boo Boot. Cthulhu Boo Boo. Actually, I should fly to a Pokemon Center first, just in case things get fucked. Always keep a backup save. Nope. Alright. Let's go back to Hotel Z. And well, let's go get ourselves a fucking shiny. Maybe. Hopefully. Alright. I'm gonna... Oh. I need Zygarde for this. I just remembered. I need to be able to Draco shit away. Sorry, Jinx. Okay, so I need Sparkling Power Dragon level 3. This will give me my best odds at finding that Latios. Picking up a Latios near you. Search out and catch it. Oh, hey, Shiny Altaria! Let's take this thing out before anything else happens. You serious? 1,000 arrows. Alright. We're good there. I just realized I also forgot to do the thing. I always make sure I swap boxes before I... Oh, Jesus. Gonna run. I need to heal up, Oh, IDK, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that. Oh, boy. Alright, we're almost there. Radiant Kiss. Damn it. Fuck off. Satchel revive. Raining Kiss. Fuck off. Dazzling Gleam. Hit him. Moonblast. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Ironhead. Rock Slide. Revive again. Heal up everybody. Alright, we're good. Night Slash. Alright. We got them all. I think... I don't remember where I gotta go for this. I think I climb up this ladder. Yep. And there it is. I'm not gonna have a lot of time to do this, so... What I need... is a Quick Ball. Nope. Now we're back to the part I was dreading. Nope. I hope I did this right. Nope. Come on. Ugh. I gotta double check if I did this right, but I think I got it right. Nope. I did it right? Okay, thank you for clearing out, Mike. Oh, blue. Excuse me. I mean, worst case scenario, I do still have the backup save from right before I went in. But if you're saying I did it right, then I'm good. Ugh. No. I really shouldn't be so quick on the home button. Yeah, once we get Latios done, I'm gonna have to try for some special scans to get another Gimme Ghoul, the Frigibax line. I'm trying to think what else I need. Keldeo, Meloetta, Latias, and the rest of the Swords of Justice. So like, I do at least appreciate that of those like end of game legendaries, at least the Latis and the Swords of Justice aren't shiny locked. Well, most of the Swords of Justice, of course. Keldeo's still, but uh, no. What'd you miss? I finished the last few side quests, and now we are looking for a Jet Dragon. How you doing, Max? Also, I blocked someone because literally their first comment in the TikTok chat was "Give me shiny." Like, hi, how are you? None of that. Just give me a shiny. I'm already like honestly, as in, oh, that was a mistake. As in 1 to 200. I did the Tawny fight too. I don't think I've ever seen an NPC with level 100 Pokemon. Yeah, well. What are you gonna do? It's still in the VODs. Ah. The other thing I didn't really talk about this before, I guess just now, but I've been kind of thinking about it all day. I am debating whether or not to remove TikTok from my streaming circulation just because the Oracle takeover that happened today or yesterday, one of the two. But that's a bridge I'll cross later, I think. No, blue. I was also talking earlier about how I've actually been doing some practice with the team that won Toronto regionals. So it's actually the first time in a long time I've used Roaring Moon, and I'm using it kind of how it's best suited now, which is more as a fast supporting Pokemon. So it has access to Breaking Swipe and Tailwind, as opposed to just the offensive sweeper I used to use it as. It's just still a bit of an adjustment for me. A little over, yep. And the probable launch of Champions. Let me tell you, I cannot wait for Champions to drop at this point. I am so goddamn done with Regulation F. I'm still debating whether I should build the team around Mega Metagross or Mega Caesar, though. I mean, I guess it's also going to heavily depend on whether or not Fluttermane is available right away. Because from what I understand, like at least from the rumors and stuff I've heard, it's going to be a very, very limited Pokédex to start with. I mean, the other thing about it is, as well, is if Ferrothorn's in the game, or if Ferrothorn's available right off the bat, I don't think there's going to be much of a need for using a skill type as one of my Megas. Sorry, I'm very tired today. I don't think there's going to be much of a need to use a steel type as for in my Mega slot, but you know, right now I don't know what I don't know. Also, I got a shiny Altaria right as soon as I entered the distortion because I'm running a level 3 sandwich. Thank you. Thank you, Mike. Oh, it's Real Rule. Thank you very much for the follow as well. Actually, I need to double check something. Okay. Let's put Jushin Liger on the team instead of Zygarde. I forgot to save before I... Oh well. We'll just add Jushin Liger back after. In hindsight, I should have had him there for the Tawny fight. Because he could actually handle Tawny's Emboar and Meganium really easily. No. No. So what other news do you guys think we're getting for Pokemon Day? Like, I think Gen 10 is probably a given at this point, especially since this year is going to be the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. I'm just kind of very curious about whether Champions is like I think it's a given we're going to get some kind of news about Champions, because by the time Pokemon Day airs, it'll be like a little over a month until the end of Regulation F Part 2. And it was pretty much believed that once this current VGC season ends with Regulation F, that we're going straight into Champions to kind of start heading into the prep for Worlds this year, since Worlds was pretty much confirmed last year to be played exclusively through Champions. I was actually tempted to follow Central Leaks on Twitter. Then I remembered, oh yeah, no, I had them blocked at some point because I don't like following leaks. Because I like being surprised with this kind of stuff. Like, the amount of people I blocked just while I was trying to play through both the main story and the DLC story for Legend ZA, because people don't tag their fucking spoilers on TikTok. Or they don't give you a chance to scroll away before they show, oh, hey, look, here's Mega Phalanx. You know? Blue. I think, like, the only other thing we know for sure about Champions is the first rule set is likely going to involve Mega Evolutions. Partially because, you know, we're still fresh off of Legend ZA coming out. Thank you for the like. Thank you for the like, Mike. I appreciate it. It's not likely. It's confirmed to be Megas. Ah, okay. Well, then it's safe to say it's more than likely. I got to double check and see when the next season of ZA ranked kicks in. I'm assuming it's gonna be the Swampernite. Right. Okay, yeah, so Swampernite, and then our last season will be the Blaze, or the next season after that will be Blazikenite. Then I guess it just brings up a question of, like, what do you do to try to get people to play ranked on... My aunt just followed me. My aunt just followed me on TikTok. Oh my god. Oh, whoop. I made an owie. Yeah, I have a general rule of thumb. I don't like outside of Facebook. I don't follow family members on social media. And I'll be honest, a lot of the stuff on Facebook was like when I first made my Facebook page back in 2006, late 2006. Uh, no, yeah, no, late 2000, no, late 2007. Jesus Christ! Like I was in grade 9 when I made my Facebook page. Yeah, I'm that old. But like my parents had a rule that like I had to follow at least one of them on. I had to be friends with at least one of them on Facebook so they could keep an eye on me. Because keep in mind, this was like this, mid to late 2000s when people still kind of at least attempted to maintain some level of privacy on the internet. Like I still remember back in the MySpace days, there were like an absurd amount of like pages pretending to be like famous bands, musicians, and stuff. So like, there would be a page pretending to be Tom DeLonge from Blink-182, or that's the one that immediately comes to mind, or like M Shadows from Avenged Sevenfold, that kind of stuff, right? Oh yeah. I mean, nowadays you still do have to worry about fake pages. Like, let's be honest, that never went away. It just apparently somehow became easier to scam people. Like, anytime I comment on like a wrestler's TikTok page, or something, like I made a comment on, because I'm a huge professional wrestling fan. I made a comment on something Natalia Neidhart posted when she was getting ready for like a big indie show last. Reminded to get the Septile. Oh yes, definitely remember to get the Septile. But like I made a comment on like how excited I was to see Natalia working the independent scene, since she wasn't getting a lot of TV time with WWE. And all of a sudden, every like 2 days, I was being followed by a Natalia knockoff page, or like a Liv Morgan knockoff page. It was ridiculous. Or like, I commented on, I made a joke on like a page, on like a TikTok Roman Reigns had made, where he had kind of done like a little "I told you so" smirk when he predicted last year's Super Bowl. Yeah, it will be available next season. That is true. There are so many fakes on TikTok, so many fakes on TikTok, so many fakes on Twitter. And the fakes on Twitter are worse because it's actually easier to verify on Twitter. All you gotta do is pay a little bit of cash, basically grease Elon's palms. Because those check marks on Twitter are basically first come first serve. They don't attempt to actually verify anything other than you're either dumb enough to give them money for something that useless, or you're desperate to make yourself seem legitimate. But yeah, like, you learn quickly who's just kind of posting stolen content and stuff on TikTok. Like, there's usually there's usually a lot of signs that are very easy to look for. You know, off the top of my head, I think follower count is one. Sometimes they don't bother editing the TikToks so that the watermark with the original channel name isn't there. The worst, though, is like the ones where it's just a bunch of random unrelated clips and like, oh, come to this page to speak to hot women and stuff. It's like, dude, are you fucking serious? Like, I'm old enough to remember when websites would have the, like, single women in your area vague ad, where if you clicked it, you basically gave your computer super aids. I do actually remember Yahoo Messenger. I didn't use it all that much. I used it very briefly in grade 8, and then I'd switched over to MSN Messenger. Oh god, Tom, yeah, everybody's friend on MySpace. I remember when I was in high school, I actually got to run... we had an annual AIDS benefit concert, and I got to run it one year. I was kind of in charge of helping recruit bands to play the show. And a lot of the recruitments, when did I graduate? 2010. But, like, I used my MySpace to get in touch with, like, a lot of bands from around the the greater Toronto area. And the one thing I took away from that show was don't try to book 12 bands into a 6-hour show. You're just leaving yourself open to problems. Failed to catch Latios and getting... Can I... Yo, bro, I failed to catch Latios. Can I getting another dimension where he is in? I don't know, to be honest. I've never... But yeah, like, there were besides MySpace, I think there was, like, 2 other social media sites I remember that just, they aren't around anymore. One of them, ironically, became a dating site. It was originally called My Yearbook, and then it got changed to Meetup. It still stayed as a social media site for, like, another year after it changed. And then it became literally just a dating site. And then the other one... I remember this is where I started posting AMVs when I was in high school. Because, like, when I was in grade 9, when I was in, like, grade 9, 10, 11, 12, I would make AMVs and post them on YouTube. Some of them are still, actually, if you're watching on YouTube, some of them are still on my YouTube. They survived the purge when, like, Universal Music Group and Warner Music Group started really cracking down on people using their music in videos. Like, when YouTube, like, originally started cracking down on copyright in, like, 2010-ish? Probably. Oh, whoops. It's possible. I mean, if we both graduate in 2010, then yeah, it's very likely. We're both like 92 babies. But yeah, the site where I used to post my AMVs before I really switched over to YouTube was called Bolt. 91. Okay, fair enough. Alright, so you're actually a year older than me. Jace, I appreciate the offer, but I prefer to catch my own shiny. Thank you for the offer, though. I remember what I was saying now. Yeah, so it was called Bolt. And I remember, like, there was a point where you actually used... it was... It was a... I think it was actually like one of the first social media sites. Like, it even predated MySpace. But, like, you could post pictures there, you could post videos there, you could post... You could actually put songs there. That one went away after UMG really started cracking down on like websites, sorry, video sharing websites, posting their music and stuff. That one had sucked when that had happened. Like, I remember with Bolt especially, like, there was a point where when they started cracking down on copyright, they would replace the video or the copyrighted material with a video of a representative from Bolt saying the copyright ninjas have locked onto your locations and they will soon arrive to issue a swift and painless death. It scared the shit out of me the first time I saw that when I was a kid, but, like, I scared pretty easily for the longest time. That's the thing. Like, I didn't even really start watching horror movies till I was basically out of high school. And a lot of that came down to my second year of college. I took a film studies course, and they showed us the rules of surviving a horror movie scene from the original Scream. So you have Jamie Kennedy explaining the rules of, like, the rules to successfully navigate your way through a horror movie, you know. Don't drink, don't do drugs, don't have sex, that kind of stuff. And, you know, never say, I'll be right back, because you're not gonna be back. I love Scream, but I'm probably not gonna go see Scream 7 in theaters. Probably not gonna watch it when it comes to Crave or whatever after, either. Come on. I swear to God, if I burn through my shiny luck on that one Altari, I'm gonna be so annoyed. No. Ah. Internet sucks? Yes, it does. Yes, it does, but that's what happens when your servers still run on, Oh, you're not talking about Nintendo's internet service. You're just talking about your own internet, aren't you? Fair enough. Yeah, but no, Nintendo's internet's still not the greatest, but I'm pretty sure their servers still run on Windows 95. I don't usually do trades with people, unfortunately, Prodigy. Like... Sorry about that. How you doing? Nintendo, yes, Nintendo's been taking kind of a lot of L's this year, if I'm perfectly honest. Yeah. I say this as someone who, you know, shelled out money for a Switch 2 and stuff. Like, Like they've really been kind of making like a lot of really dumb. I feel like the launch of the Switch 2 was probably mishandled. Not like nearly as bad as like Sony, how Sony's been kind of handling. I think Sony's been handling things like the worst out of any of them. Even Xbox has been pretty bad too, but Sony, like, from what I heard, Sony created a streaming service to be able to play PS3 games on the PS5 because like backwards compatibility for PS3 is just like really, really complicated or something. Trying to get Magirna through trades. Yeah, sorry, bud. Not. I don't trade, especially not like mythicals or legendaries with random people. Yeah, it's tough, right? Because like, there's always that trust factor you have to have when you're trading with when you're doing like a touch trade with someone, that they're not gonna just close the game and like never connect back with you or whatever. I remember like in the early days of I won't say early days of the GTS, but like the Gen 6 GTS, you would get if you didn't set your if you tried to accept a trade request from a random person, they'd offer something. Oh yeah, that is true. If one of the side missions, when you collect, if you give Vinny 999 Mega Shards, which are pretty easy to collect if you have the DLC, he'll actually just give you a Maguna. You don't even have to battle it. No. I don't know why. I just can't shake this feeling. I got too close to the. Didn't finish the game for the DLC. Still need the Darkrai. The Darkrai donut. Ah, yeah. So you won't be able to get them. You will be able to get the Magirna once you beat Darkrai. But yeah, you just gotta make sure you get enough berries for that donut. It's a pain in the ass. Those specific donuts are a bit rough sometimes. No. Oh yeah, no. There's that. I mean, they're not like legitimate. Like you don't probably not gonna want to take them online, otherwise you risk getting your account banned. But if that's not something you're worried about, there are probably there are probably TikTok accounts or even Discord servers that'll let you kind of trade like a random ass Magikarp for that for like whatever Pokemon you're looking for. I mean, those have been a thing since Sword and Shield. No, it's blue. Yeah, like I think KevDog, he's a creator here on TikTok. I think he does a lot of those as well. Whoops. I think he does like a lot of those kind of he hosts one of those bots too that kind of does that. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that's obviously, but a lot of those accounts that Mike was talking about too, where you can kind of get any Pokemon you want. A lot of those are gen Pokemon as well. So that's like the one thing you gotta be careful with is like if you want to take them online, you're risking your account getting banned, which is not great. Actually, I think KevDog might not give hacked ones. I think he might give cloned ones, but it's I'm not 100% sure. I mean, cloning is kind of also not great. It's not as bad as like a hacked Pokemon, I would say, but it's still a very gray area as to whether or not. Yeah, I think pretty much the only way you would be able to get banned would be if you like took it on the online ladder or brought it to an official tournament. Like I still should you switch Mewtwo for Diancie? Well, I think it depends on what you think your team needs. Like Mewtwo has kind of the benefit of being able to learn almost everything. So like Mewtwo gets you more versatility, but like if you need say like a rock type Pokemon, Diancie's not a bad idea in that sense. I do not have a shiny Froakie, unfortunately, bud. Sorry about that. Actually, something I'm surprised we haven't gotten yet is the home update. Julian, thank you very much for the likes. I appreciate it, bud. What kind of I have a bunch of different shinies, but I don't usually trade with randos, and right now I'm kind of just focused on trying to shiny hunt here. As your team, Melmetal, Kyogre, Groudon, Xerneas, Mewtwo, Volcanion. Okay, you probably don't need Diancie if you have Xerneas. You probably also don't need... Like, it depends on the situation, but I don't think you need Volcanion either. Also, I'm beginning to think that the, because one of the games I thought... One of the posts I talked about earlier on TikTok, where, like, people were posting spoilers and stuff, was of Volcanion having gotten a Mega. I'm beginning to think that was just faked, maybe. Because I don't... I don't know, like, there's... Especially recently, there's been, like, a lot of like fake leaks and AI generated stuff going around that's been just trying to throw people for a loop. Wait, hang on. Prodigy, if you haven't finished the DLC, how did you get the story for the DLC? Or you haven't finished like the Darkrai fight or anything? How did you get Melmetal, Kyogre, Groudon, and Volcanion? Because those are all like post Darkrai. Those are all like you can only obtain those after you beat Darkrai through trades. Ah, okay. Actually, it's funny, with all the complaints I make about, like, TikTok not posting spoilers, I think one of the funniest spoilers I got was Mega Clefable back when I was still playing the base game. I found out about that when I was doing my first battle on the ladder, just to try to get the Chestnutite. Someone brings the Clefable, I see the Mega Evolution animation activating, I'm like, oh shit, Clefable got a Mega? If you switch Volcanion, I think it's Steel type. I mean, you have Melmetal for Steel. I mean, if you want Goldengo, there's nothing wrong with swapping that out. I think though, again, if you have Melmetal, you don't really have to worry too much about that one. Like, honestly, Yveltal might be Yveltal or Rayquaza. Well, I guess if you don't have Rayquaza. Then that's the thing, but like, Yveltal might not be a terrible addition to the team. Jesus Christ. And now I'm hoping that whenever the Terra format for Champions comes out, that Xerneas and Yveltal won't be made legal for that particular rule set. Because could you imagine, like, a Terra boosted, or thank you for the follow, Prodigy, I appreciate it. Could you imagine a Terra and Aura boosted stab attack from either of those Pokemon? Like, they were monsters without Terra. To the point where the only reason Xerneas did not see more play in... Whoops, I didn't check that, hang on. Wait, do I have to constantly reset, or can I just go from the... Can I just switch from the elevator at this point? Like, if I hit my turbo button and just... do this. Yeah, I have a turbo controller. Think I can just do this? As long as I'm a far enough distance and it hadn't spawned in yet. Okay. I'm just gonna... While this is running, I'm gonna find Austin John's video on it. Latios in Legends CA.
Latios Mega Dimension DLC. First, you need to do a special scan. This can be unlocked after completing Hyperspace Main Mission 12. Once you have access to this, head to the Rust Syndicate building.
Okay, so I'm watching an Osiris video.
Special scan of the map every time you collect 25,000 Hyperspace Survey points. The distortion you are looking for is the one with the question mark. Once you get this, first we need to check the distortion. To do this, head to any Pokemon Center, speak to the Pokemon Center lady, and exit the menu. This will drop an autosave and in turn set up a backup save point. Now head to the distortion and use any donut to enter. Once inside, Mabel will call and tell you what legendary is in this area. Upload your game and on the title screen, press up, B, and X. Load into the game and you'll be back at the Pokemon Center we went to before going into the distortion. Now head to Hotel Z as we need to make a donut. We want to make a Sparkling Power Level 3 donut for either Psychic, Dragon, or All-type Pokemon. I used the recipe of 8 Hyperspace Hanger Berries for this, and if you don't get the Sparkling Power you're looking for on the first try, simply close your game and on the title screen once again, press up, X, and B. This will take you back to the Pokemon Center, a backup save point before we made the donut, so you can repeat this process until you get the Sparkling Powers you want without wasting berries. And once you have your donut, head to any Pokemon Center one more time and set up a new backup save point. Next, head to the distortion. Once inside, head to the right, go through this archway and up the ladder onto the roof. Right. Next, head left and over to this elevator. Once across, head over this roof, over the bridge, and up this ladder. Go across the spider web and drop down in front of this elevator. Now here's the most important step of this shiny hunting process. Once you reach this elevator, before going up, drop a hard save. Now with that done, simply go up the elevator. If Latios isn't shiny, reset your game and then repeat the process, going up the elevator and checking Latios again and again until it eventually shines.
Okay.
This is how you can easily...
So it's likely I do have to reset. I think you should switch Mewtwo for Shiny Alpha Greninja or Swampert. I think that's entirely up to you. Okay, I'm just gonna double check Austin John's video, but I'm pretty sure I do have to actually reset every time. Austin ran and ran back for Latios. Right, okay.
So I'm assuming once we go up...
Donut, save point. Alright, so I'm just watching the Austin John video.
200 calories left. So because of that, I'm going to turn the game off, turn it back on, and I'm going to resume the hunt from here. Okay, I am back. I did get it, and I need to find my face because I need thumbnail. I'd like you to face me for the sparkle reveal, please. Yes, thank you. Damn it. Missed it. Hi. First things first, I'm going to put down a save. And then as soon as your character disappears, is technically when Latios spawns back in for you. And that's when I got my Mint Jet. Every once in a while, there is a comment so good that I want to take my video. You just save at the bottom of the Holovator, and I'm like, I literally set it up for perfection, and it just didn't occur to me. So shout out to the comment section for realizing that. But yeah, saving right before you go off the Holovator and the reboot, which a reboot on Switch 2 takes about 9 seconds. So let's say you go off the elevator, that takes 3 seconds plus 2 seconds for human reaction time, a maximum of 15 seconds compared to a almost 27-second loop. That is significantly better.
Okay. So I can just basically play a glorified game of Bench Simulator. Hey, Actively Dying, how you doing? No, still blue. I think Greninja offers you a little bit more variety with the team, especially since, like, Groudon and Kyogre kind of do cover your water and ground type needs. So, Greninja also kind of covers that, but Greninja also gives you a typing you don't have coverage for in Dark. So, like, if you do have that Alpha Greninja, where do I think Gen 10 will take place? I think somewhere a little more tropical, like... I don't think we'll get, like, an Australian-based, Hey, Zach, how you doing, bud? Getting lots of South Asian people this time around. I mean, people said Gen 9 was gonna be South Asia, too, but... You know, that's mostly because, like... You know, certain YouTubers had said that, had pointed out something from... had misunderstood a Pokedex entry from Leventon about, Raichu. I'm doing okay. People were like, the Philippines? I mean, Philippines would be interesting. It would be, I think, the first time a Pokemon game has gone back to, like, an Asian-based region that isn't Japan. I'm just trying to think where else. I mean... We pray for the mint green. Yeah, we're praying. We're praying. Still blue. I'd like to point out, I'm using a turbo controller here. Google Swampert is stronger than Shiny off of Metagross. Said Swampert is stronger. Hey, I mean, like... Kitakami was yes. But, like, they haven't done an Asian region that wasn't based on Japan. I suppose, if you really want to split hairs, they could maybe do, like, Okinawa. Because I know one of the big rumors tied to Gen 10 was that the games were going to be called Wind and Waves. Like, so I suppose Okinawa could potentially be an option, maybe, but... I don't know. Again, I tend to try to avoid leaks in any way, shape, or form. It's one of the reasons why I just hope Gen 10 won't be a broken mess at launch. That's my hope. Because I still have nightmares from, like, how fucked up Generation 9 was when the game first came out. Like, they've done Okinawa in one of the Ranger games. Ah, okay. Gen 9 was a handful. Gen 9, I think, was also an unfortunate victim of, like, very, very tight schedule constraints. And also, like, I think, from what I understand, from what I've heard recently, like, especially with that big leak that happened recently, is, like, one of the big... Oh, I need to check my clock real quick. Oh boy. Alright. They messed up with the Galar starters. I mean, kind of. The Ranger games did other parts of Japan, Kanto and Sinnoh didn't. And Johto, and Hoenn. In fact, I'm pretty sure the first 4 regions were all based on some different part of Japan. You know, Hoenn was, I think, Kansai? The Kansai region, so like southern... No, Johto, I think, was southern Japan. Sinnoh, we all know, was Hokkaido. Kanto through Sinnoh. Ah, okay. Yeah, and then, of course, Kanto was the Kanto region of Japan. Yeah, they didn't start kind of expanding outwards until Gen 5, which I think was specifically based on New York. The closest we've had to another game based in the Americas was Sun and Moon, and that was strictly like Hawaii based. I suppose, like, if the Wind and Waves rumors are true, they could do like the Caribbean or like Cuba or something. I doubt they'd do Cuba. But like the Caribbean or like, again, tropical kind of destinations, Dominican Republic or any of that for the new region's basis. But with that, you also have to be able to factor in, like, you know, I don't want to say size and stuff, because Greece could potentially work, I would say, especially if again, the wind and waves motif is what they're going for. That allegedly you'll be getting Pokemon Home Access in April or March. That is dangerously close to when Champions is most likely going to come out. If it doesn't get just like dropped like right at the end of the Pokemon Day presentation. Whoops. I'm just also curious to see what the completion bonus for the home decks is gonna be. Like, I hope it's not just, like, a do-over of, like, I don't know, fucking... I'm trying to think off the top of my head one that... Like, part of me kind of hope... Hey! AJ, how you doing, bud? Oh, that's saying before. Can't remember what I was saying. I'm gonna open up Pokemon Home real fast. Thank you very much for sharing the live, Zach. I appreciate that, bud. You're awesome. Blue. They cooked with the new Megas. Diance's actually not a new Mega. Mega Diancie was introduced in, if I remember correctly, Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So, like, Diancie's pretty much always had that Mega. Just trying to remember all the shiny... all the shiny Pokemon that were, Okay, so we had Keldeo, Meltan, Enamorus, Manaphy, and Meloetta. So of these, Meloetta, Manaphy, Keldeo, and Meltan, Mega Diancie was an X and Y's code. Oh yeah, that's true. So are the Lotties, if I remember correctly. And Eternal Flower Floette, but not Mega Floette. Mega Floette wasn't introduced until... Probably not. Well, no, Rayquaza actually has a Mega. I don't know why Kyogre and Groudon got Primal Reversion, though. About me right now, and then I gotta check my, because Primal Reversion forms are their true forms, and they lost them after fighting each other too hard. Right? No, that was the lore explanation. Although technically there was one other Pokemon that does have a primal form. I think that's because well, yes and no. I mean, the gameplay, yeah. I mean, okay, that's fair. Especially since Mega Rayquaza is also extremely different in that it's a Mega that can hold a held item. Can't use V-moves, though, just to clarify on that one. That was something that was proven back in Gen 7. Like, let's say you gave a Mega Rayquaza Flyinium Z. It would Mega Evolve. I think Mega Evolution takes priority. But then you couldn't use Z Dragon Ascent. Or, Supersonic Sky Strike, I think is the name of the Flying Z move. I can't remember. It's been forever since I played Sun and Moon, or since I played anything from Gen 7. Supersonic Sky Strike, that's the name. That's the name of the move. But like, yeah, you can't have like Mega Rayquaza using like again, was it a base 200 Supersonic Sky Strike off a Dragon Ascent, and you definitely can't Terra Flying your Mega Rayquaza. That's gonna be like, I know there was another Pokemon creator by the name of Grimnay Dave. He was wondering like how that was gonna work, and I just kind of explained to him, well, in Gen 7, you know, they had multiple gimmicks kind of overlapping each other, and they just made it so that Mega Rayquaza, I think the Mega Evolution took priority. And then once you Mega Evolved, couldn't use any other gimmicks. Z Crystals take priority. Ah, okay. Yeah. So once you used Z move, you couldn't... I don't think so, because here's the thing. Primal Kyogre and Primal Groudon basically are Megas. I don't think if it's holding a Z Crystal, it can't Mega Evolve. Okay. But yeah, I don't think they should, what's the word I'm looking for here? I don't think we should get any new Megas for Generation 10. I think if they're going to do like a new battle gimmick, I think it should be just something new. I don't think... I think adding in new Megas for Legend ZA made sense, but... like, I don't know about the idea of adding new Megas in for Gen 10. Easiest way to make it work in Champions is to take a page from the anime. You can use any one of the... Yeah! I mean, that would make sense. Whoa, whoa, what the fuck? Oh. Jesus Christ. I have my phone resting on my keyboard, and it was pushing one of the arrow keys down. I'm actually more curious to see if Gen 10 will do its own battle mechanic, or if it'll just be something, or just be more of a, I guess, a streamlined deal. Like no new gimmicks or anything. Like maybe you'll have access to the older stuff, but not like flat out. Would Swampert be considered stronger than Mega Diancie even without Swampert's Mega Stone? Swampert on its own? No. Like, Swampert, I think, has some pretty decent stats, but I don't know if it would be considered stronger than Diancie. I think Diancie still has the larger base stat total. And I think a slightly more diverse move pool than what Swampert would have. It's like, you would need to EV Swampert really well, or it would need its Mega. Because here's the thing, Swampert's never really been a VGC powerhouse. Like, it had that brief time when Mega Swampert was introduced where it was fine on rain teams because of Swift Swim. But the only reason I could see you using Swampert in a meta would be, like, if there's no other Wide Guard user. Because Swampert's one of the few Pokemon that gets access to the move Wide Guard, which blocks spread moves. It's not great for singles, but it's surprisingly usable in doubles. Well, not surprisingly usable. It's like, there are some regulations in VGC. There's been some rule sets in VGC where basically having Wide Guard's been mandatory. Like, the restricted metas for Scarlet and Violet, you basically needed a Wide Guard user at all times. So, like, Zamazenta was, like, the most common one. Stop being blue. Blue. Yeah, okay. So, Swampert, I can say, definitely has a base stat total of less than 70. I know Mega Swampert, you get the standard, like, 100 base stat total boost, where, like, you get 100 extra stats, kind of split between the stats you already have. And then sometimes you also take stats away, like, say, when regular Mega Garchomp freed came back from space. Nice! Swampert has 536. So yeah, even with a Mega, the 100 BST boost it gets, when it Mega Evolves, Swampert is actually not stronger than Diancie. And I think Diancie actually has, like, a pretty He has a oh, nice. He has a Mega Ring. Cool. What was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. And a Starmie. Oh, cool. Alright, I might end a little early tonight. I'll see how I feel, but, I'm kind of feeling a little tired. And Charizard can Mega Evolve as well as a Starmie. Which form does its Charizard, turn into? X or Y? Why the hell is Magearna so strong and ranked? It's just got a really good special attack stat. I mean, if it had something similar to like what Magearna's base ability was, which is Storm, sorry, not Storm Heart, Soul Heart, that basically makes it like super easy to start running away with sweeps, with Magearna sweeps on teams. If you're like, let's say you get, I forgot what I was gonna say. Okay. But other than that, I think a lot of like just Magearna's strength comes from the fact that it hits really hard, and it's able to tank hits pretty well. If I remember correctly, Magearna is bulky. Like, Steel Fairy is a really good defensive typing. Like, the only reason Mawile never saw as much play with its Steel Fairy typing was, even when it Mega Evolved, it wasn't above, like, a certain speed tier threshold. Whereas, like, the one year I tried to use a half-eaten Whopper from my boss's... Not my boss's, for one of my coworkers', lunch bag, which I didn't take. I didn't take his sandwich. I should clarify that now. I did not take his sandwich. But, like, that is... I can't brains right now. Sorry, folks. I can't brain, I can't English. Might have to save it here. Always hungry like a munchlax. I know that feeling. Take the sandwich. Yeah. I can respect that. Oops. Lico's Charcadet evolved into Armarouge. Nice! Okay, anime update. Oh, well, thank you very much for the anime update, Max. Alright. So again, I'm probably gonna call it a little early tonight because I got a tournament tomorrow. I got a long trip down to Toronto. So normally this would be the part of the stream where I would say like we're gonna find someone to raid on the Twitch side of things, but I need to use the sleep, so I'm gonna probably end things just like, oh Jesus Christ, hang on, gotta quickly make an update to my there we go. Alright, so, thank you all so much for joining in. If you would like to follow on social media, join our awesome Discord community. Thanks, Zach. Have yourself a good night, bud. Links, as always, are either in the chat off to the side, or they're in my Discord, or they're in my bio if you're watching on TikTok. I gotta prep for a tournament tomorrow. Oh boy, let's get out of here before we... Actually, wait, I can just... Nope. Alright. Yeah, I got a tournament to prep for tomorrow. I will see y'all probably on Sunday. Have a good night, folks. Peace!